Today we're going to dive into a topic that's been buzzing around Fayetteville, North Carolina, Fort Liberty, Fort Bragg, and that is why are people packing up and leaving the area. So what's causing this mass exodus from Fayetteville, North Carolina? And it's not what you think, and you're probably thinking crime. It's time to get real and find out where people are saying goodbye. If you're thinking of buying, selling, or investing in the Fayetteville surrounding areas, please reach out to the team and I. We would love to help you. We get phone calls, emails, and text messages every day from folks just like you. So please reach out. Be happy to help you.
Call me.
So today I'm going to give you 5 reasons people are leaving Fayetteville, North Carolina. Not in any particular order really, but number 1 will be the number 1 reason why. So let's start off with number 5, and that's education. Now, due to the Fair Housing Act, I'm not allowed to give you my opinion about the best schools, public, private, or colleges, but I can provide data for you.
And most importantly, good data-based analysis.
So U.S. News ranked the following schools in Fayetteville, North Carolina as the best schools according to end of course test. And according to Neighborhood Scout, we ranked number 5 out of 10 for being the best schools, with 10 being the best. So another website I'm going to provide to you is called NC Reports on Demand, and this is from North Carolina. So even if you're not moving to the Fayetteville area, but you want to check out schools in Raleigh, Charlotte, or whatever city you may be thinking I'm moving to in North Carolina, check out this website. It'll break it down for you. It gives you school ratings. It tells you above average, below average, what's average. It also gives you graduation rates also. So you'll see a school that what percentage of them graduated. And this is provided by North Carolina. So it's definitely a good website to check out if you want to learn about schools. Another one is called greatschools.org, and they're a third-party website, but I've used them several times in the past, and their information is pretty accurate when I compare it to ncreportcards.com, which I think is a better website. And of course, all else fails, definitely jump on one of these Fayetteville Facebook groups and ask around. Ask what do you think is the best school. They can definitely give you their opinion, and they definitely will. You can definitely check out our Facebook group called Moving to Fort Bragg, Fort Liberty, Fayetteville area, and I'll leave it right here in the link below. And you can definitely check it out in the description below also. Next thing I talk about is going to be the crime in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So again, due to the Fair Housing Act, I'm not allowed to give you my opinion about crime or tell you, hey, don't move to that area because of the crime, or move to that area because there's low crime. Definitely, I cannot do that as a realtor. A good example would be, let's say I say move to this neighborhood because of low crime, or because it's a good school or the best school, in my opinion. And let's say your kid goes to that school and they end up hating that school, or you move to the neighborhood and knowing my luck, someone breaks into your car or breaks into your house.
Liar! Liar!
So I cannot give you my opinion about that. I actually was going to leave out crime in this because the last time I mentioned crime or Fayetteville in general, people got their ass chapped.
You just hurt my feelings.
So if I talk about the crime in Fayetteville, a lot of Fayetteville residents get all mad at me and say, why are you talking bad about the city we live in? I lived there for over 30 years and I'm a retired Fayetteville police officer, so I'm not talking bad about the city we live in. I'm just giving the facts and the data. And if I don't mention crime, then people say, oh, you didn't mention crime. What are you trying to hide? So I try and being transparent as much as I can for this. As you can see right here, this guy left a comment on my YouTube channel where he got upset because he said I was talking shit about the city that he was thinking of moving to. Every city has crime. If you can show me a city without crime, I will show you a ghost town. So fortunately, I'm going to talk about the homicide rate in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So for 2019, we had 21 homicides in the city. For 2020, it shot up to 30. In 2021, it shot up to 48. In 2022, went down to 44. And unfortunately, in 2023, at the time of this video, it's November 24th. Yes, November 24th, 2023. The year's not over yet, but we have 45 homicides so far this year. So I went to Neighborhood Scout to look at violent crime per 1,000 people. And Fayetteville came in at 9.71 per 1,000 people for violent crime compared to the national median, which was 4.3. For property crimes in Fayetteville per 1,000 people, We came in at a rank of 29.19. And the national median was 22.4. And again, according to Neighborhood Scout, Fayetteville, North Carolina ranked number 6 out of 100 cities, 100 being the safest. So that right there, unfortunately, shows our numbers. So number 3 reason people are leaving Fayetteville, North Carolina is due to economic development. So unfortunately, we don't have a lot of big tech jobs here, big corporations here in Fayetteville. We are, I think, the 6th or 7th largest city in North Carolina, but that's not saying much either, unfortunately, because North Carolina doesn't have a lot of big cities other than Raleigh, Charlotte, and Durham, in my opinion. Now, we do have some good jobs. If you were definitely in the military, you would be stationed at Fort Liberty, Fort Bragg area, and we have a lot of contract jobs with Fort Liberty. So if you're fortunate enough to get a job on Fort Liberty, that'd be great, and they do pay pretty good, from what I understand. So an Amazon warehouse is coming to Fayetteville. It's actually complete, but it's not open just yet. I try to find out what's going on, and according to Robert Van Gios, if I'm saying his name correctly, the president and CEO of Fayetteville County Economic Development Corporation, that Amazon is still going to house about 500 jobs, which is great, but they're still adding some things to the inside of the building to get it ready. They still have not given a date of when it's going to open. So according to the Greater Fayetteville Business Journal, a company moving here from Virginia called NVR Inc. that sells and constructs homes under 3 different brands, and NVR has almost nearly completed a large factory on Dunn Road that's 145,000 square feet. They have not stated how many jobs this may house, but that's a very large building with 3 different brands of construction of homes. Also, according to Robert Van Goens, he stated in the Fayetteville Business Journal, one of the most important aspects, not only second to workforce and talent, is new buildings. It also just built a 125,000 square foot building located on Tom Starling Road and a 140,000 square foot facility located on Corporation Drive. The reason why these buildings were built is he said that he thinks this will draw in a lot of outside business to see the building's already complete and they can house their factory there, whatever it may be. Fayetteville's also ranked one of the fastest growing cities in America. Nearly 200 U.S. metro areas reported population growth on pace with a national population change or faster. Due to these factors, the Fayetteville metro area in North Carolina reported 37.9% population growth in the last 5 years, the 3rd most among 381 U.S. metro areas with available data. The latest data from the U.S. Census Bureau American Community Service Survey shows that Fayetteville's population grew from 524,000 people from 380,000 people in 2016. Now I'm giving a lot of data of why Fayetteville is growing, of course, and one of the fastest growing cities, but until those jobs get here, right now we don't have much to show for it, unfortunately.
So, am I just supposed to wait around?
The good news is, in the last 5 years, unemployment rate has dropped in Fayetteville, North Carolina. At the end of 2021, the employment rate was 5.5%, compared to the year before being 6.3%, according to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. So again, like I said, even though we are a growing city, we're just not there quite yet economic-wise. I hope we get some of these new big tech jobs and corporations coming to the area, definitely to help out people find better jobs and move here other than just because of the military base. Next thing I talk about is going to be culture and recreational areas. Now, I lived in Fayetteville for over 30 years. I love the area. I basically call Fayetteville home now, but we don't have a lot of cultural diversity, and of course, a lot of it has to do with the military base because we're such a transit city. And culture-wise, with restaurants and foods, now we do have some pretty good Mexican restaurants. We have Mi Casita, which there's about 11 or 12 of them around city. I love their food. But other than that, other than Mi Casita, there's not much else that I would say comes to my mind of a good Mexican restaurant or Latin food in general. Asian food, a few places here and there, but nothing that sticks out in my mind that I would say is mind-blowing or definitely anything to write home about. Now, Italian food, we do have a few good places in my opinion. Again, Piero's downtown Fayetteville. We've got Elizabeth City. We've got 2 locations of Elizabeth City, one in Hope Mills, one in Fayetteville, and we've also got Sammio's, which is one in Hope Mills, and there's one in Fayetteville. And those are I would say those are my 3 favorite Italian restaurants. Now, pizza-wise, not all mom and pop places. We do have Brooklyn Pizzeria. They have one location on Rand Street, New York style pizza. But other than that, there's not a lot of culture and diversity. Now, we do have the Dogwood Festival that comes every year. And we also have the Folk Festival that comes every year. So definitely, when those come around, there is a variety of different foods, but not much that I would say is a lot of cultural diversity, in my opinion. Now, recreational wise, we do have some parks here. We have Arnett Park. We've got Mazurk Park. We've got the River Trail that has a long 4-mile one-way walking trail. So definitely be careful if you're out there. It's one way. People think it's a circle. It's one way. Next thing you know, they're wondering where the car's at. They think it got stolen. So definitely be aware of that. We do have the hockey, our minor league hockey team, the Marksmen. We also have the Fayetteville Woodpeckers, our minor league baseball team. We've also got the Stingers, which is our local basketball team. But other than that, though, there's not much to do here in Fayetteville, unfortunately. Not a lot of recreational things, not a lot of museums. We do have special ops museum. There's some things on Fort Liberty, Fort Bragg area to check out. But just not a lot of things to do here. And I think we have 2 dog parks. Not really sure. I don't have a dog, so definitely I will try and find out more information about it. But I know we have 2 definitely for sure. Are you thinking of relocating to the Fayetteville surrounding areas, or are you about to PCS to Fort Liberty? Well, I've got just the thing for you. The team and I have actually taken time to create the ultimate relocation guide, which is meant to save you hours of research, and I've linked it down below in the description. And the best part of this guide is 100% free. Yes, you heard me right, free. Just click the link in the description or the top pinned comment. I hope this helps you, and please reach out if you have any questions. So after listing all those reasons why people are leaving Fayetteville, North Carolina, the number 1 is going to be, it's a stressed city. According to a recent study by our personal finance website, Wallet Hub, Fayetteville is one of the most stressed cities in America. The city ranked number 8 overall on the Wallet Hub list. The study compared to over 182 cities, and they evaluated it on 4 different categories: work stress, financial stress, family stress, and health and safety stress. And based on the study, Fayetteville received a score of 53.53 out of 100 possible points. And unfortunately, the biggest stressor, according to the study, is family stress. A lot of that has to do with the military base, unfortunately, with high divorce rates, separation rates, because a lot of the soldiers being deployed, unfortunately. Of course, fighting for our country. Thank you for what you do. I do appreciate it. My dad served in the military. I never served, but thank you for what you do. But unfortunately, it caused a lot of stress. Spouses are left here by themselves, usually with children. So they miss, obviously, their spouse, and then their young family, and that's typically what they are. They miss home, mom, dad, brothers, sisters, friends like that, back to where they grew up at. So understandable, but unfortunately, that's the number 1 reason why people are leaving Fayetteville, North Carolina. If you enjoyed this video, please check out this video over here that YouTube recommends to you. And if you're thinking of buying, selling, or investing in the Fayetteville surrounding areas, please reach out to the team and I. We would love to help you. See you guys in the next video.